Well, welcome back. Special preview on a spectacular semi-final in the plus 100 kilos category, of course, and we had Lukas KRPALEK of the Czech Republic against Teddy RINER, the great Teddy RINER. This is his event, his warm-up event for the World Championships, and of course going for his third Olympic gold medal. But what was so great about it, two Olympic champions, one Olympic champion, current from the weight below in the minus 100 kilos category, and of course the great Teddy RINER, Olympic champion at heavyweight. And we've wanted to see them come together, haven't we? And here we are with a spectacular semi-final. Anthony, what I mean, you must have been as excited as everybody else there, because right off the bat there, KRPALEK just takes the fight to Teddy RINER.
Yeah, he obviously respects his judo, but he brought the fight. He was the initiator, the instigator, coming right at him the entire time. His demeanor, his face, he was really hungry. And it was the first time, first of all, it was the first time I've seen two gold patches go at it in the middle of the tatami.
Well, exactly. I mean, you know, just look at RINER's face there. I mean, Teddy RINER, straight away, you know, he gets hit and it's game on.
He realizes he's in a fight.
Yeah,
he's in a fight. And this is also another time that I've really seen someone's stature kind of make Teddy not look like the monster he is. This is two equal fighters here, and it was spectacular from beginning right to end and into golden score.
Well, here this still in the early stages, and of course Teddy RINER he likes that sleeve grip, he likes to take it down, he likes that big right arm over the top to dominate, and of course KRPALEK knows that. KRPALEK knows, pins his sleeve down, and like you said there, it's absolute game on, and now he's got to do things that he's not been used to doing here, Teddy RINER, because he has to dig in. And not only that, he knows that when it comes to groundwork, KRPALEK is going to be on his back, and I don't think he was relishing that thought either.
Yeah, every time they went to the ground, KRPALEK immediately tried to develop something, and Teddy had to cover up. And just to see him on the defensive like that was quite interesting. Well scouted, excellent tactics. He knew exactly what to do. Could he overcome the physicality as well as the technique of Teddy RINER? That's what we wanted to see.
Well, we can see here Teddy RINER trying to set him up for the Uchimata. A little bit of panic here from KRPALEK, but KRPALEK doesn't mind it down here. This is his place, and I've always said, Teddy prefers the standing work. We don't see him, we do see him. He's got one or two special things down in Newaza, but didn't really want to get down there and mix it, I think, with Lukas KRPALEK. Now, the interesting thing as well for me is that Lukas KRPALEK not always had the best form. The last few kind of tournaments, not the best form that we've seen him. But here, especially as he goes through the contest here, he starts to believe that it's possible to win.
Yes, and of course, the cardiovascular conditioning of Teddy RINER in question, a focal point as the match continues to go on. It's becoming more and more of a factor, and it's also giving KRPALEK more and more confidence, seeing a chink in the armor, so to speak, of Teddy RINER.
Yeah, and just there, of course, just not getting the line for attack and going to ground. And at this stage here, I'd love to ask Teddy what he was thinking. But, and I have to say this, in complete, for Teddy RINER, as far as he's concerned, backing him up, I've seen him in this situation before, and he always handled the situation, and he's always come through. He has to think about it. It's not going his way. He realizes that, but then he pulls something out the bag, and so it'd be interesting just to hear his take on it.
Yeah, it was interesting. As he started to breathe through the mouth more, get up a little slower, and he kept having to tuck the back of his judo gi in his belt, and it just looked like his arms were full of lactic acid, and he wasn't taking his time. It was taking him a while to do it, because I think his arms are getting fatigued, and then you have to lock up with an animal like KRPALEK with fatigued arms. It was really, we were seeing this story. Is this conditioning going to be able to carry him to a place where he could finally fire off an offensive attack?
Well, of course, this here is in golden score, and Teddy RINER, points to his back patch and says, "I am the Olympic champion, heavyweight Olympic champion," which of course he is. But all credit to this great man here, because Lucas KRPALEK absolutely fired all pistons, everything at him, and it was just at the end there, Teddy RINER yet again pulls off a technique, an ashiguruma that scores him a wazari. And you've got to take your hat off to Teddy RINER when the pressure's on, and when all systems are go, he pulls it off.
He delivered.
He
and the throw he had the overhand grip and a lapel, and KRPALEK for a second thought about bracing that and took the arm in. That would have been an immediate injury. Thank God it wasn't, because we should see this again in the finals of either the Worlds or the Olympics.
Well, he could do, but there's Tushishvili out there as the current world champion. Tushishvili is not here. He had great performance in the European Championships last week, and Tushishvili is a different Tushishvili than the last one that fought Teddy RINER. So he's getting closer and closer. We've got a great final still to come. Hasakawa is going to be in that final. This is a former world final, between the two. Final. So he realizes that, Teddy RINER. But credit to Teddy RINER. Because he pulled it out the bag when he needed to. Credit to Lucas KRPALEK, because he came out there all systems go and really gave him a good fight.
Yeah, the greats somehow always find a way to win.
Always. So congratulations to both. Lucas KRPALEK for really making a fight of it, and to the great Teddy RINER, who pulled it out the bag yet again when all the chips were down. He managed to pull it out and get a crucial score to take him through to the final. We've still got lots of judo to come. Hasakawa against RINER in that final, and who knows what's going to happen. From Anthony and myself on this special review, it's goodbye until a little bit later on.
Set your timer. Don't miss the finals. It's going to be fireworks.